Good morning. Today we are going to discuss the second module of Design and Engineering paper. This module includes mainly four topics. First, design thinking or design thinking approach, the definition. Then design thinking process stages. There are 5 stages. First, empathize. Second, define. Third, ideate. Fourth, prototype. And 5, test. So these are the 5 stages in design thinking process. We will discuss each term in detail later. Then next, design thinking as divergent and convergent questioning. And last, design thinking in a team environment. So these are the 4 important topics that you need to study in this module. So from these topics today, we are going to discuss design thinking approach and design thinking process 5 stages in detail. So first, let's discuss about design thinking approach. Design thinking is a non-linear iterative process that teams use to understand users, challenge assumptions, redefine problems, and create innovative solutions to prototype and test. Design thinking involves 5 phases: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. It is most useful to tackle problems that are ill-defined or unknown. In user experience design, it is crucial to develop and refine skills to understand and address rapid changes in users' environments and behaviors. The world has become increasingly interconnected and complex since cognitive scientist and Nobel Prize holder Herbert A. Simon first mentioned design thinking in his 1969 book, The Sciences of the Artificial, and then contributed many ideas to its principles. Professionals from a variety of fields, including architecture and engineering, subsequently advanced this highly creative process to address human needs in the modern age. 21st century organizations from a wide range of industries find design thinking a valuable means to problems solved for the users of their products and services. Design teams use design thinking to tackle ill-defined or unknown problems because they can reframe these in human-centric ways and focus on what is most important for users. Of all design processes, design thinking is almost certainly the best for thinking outside the box. With it, teams can do better research, prototyping, and usability testing to uncover new ways to meet users' needs. Design thinking's value as a world improving driving force in business matches its status as a popular subject at leading international universities. With design thinking, teams have the freedom to generate groundbreaking solutions. Using it, your team can get behind hard to success insights and apply a collection of hands-on methods to help find innovative answers. Now let's discuss about the 5 stages of design thinking: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. The Hasso-Plattner Institute of Design at Stanford describes design thinking as a 5-stage process. Please note that these stages are not always sequential and teams often run them in parallel, out of order, and repeat them in an iterative fashion. The first stage is empathize. In other words, research your users' needs. Here, you should gain an empathetic understanding of the problem you are trying to solve, typically through user research. Empathy is crucial to a human-centered design process such as design thinking because It allows you to set aside your own assumptions about the world and gain a real insight into users and their needs. The second stage is define. In other words, state your users' needs and problems. It's time to accumulate the information gathered during the empathize stage. You then analyze your observations and synthesize them to define the core problems you and your team have identified. These definitions are called problem statements. You can create personas to help keep your efforts human-centered before proceeding to ideation. Now the third stage is ideate. In other words, challenge assumptions and create ideas. Now you are ready to generate ideas. The solid background of knowledge from the first two phases means you can start to think outside the box. Look for alternative ways to view the problem and identify innovative solutions to the problem statement you have created. Brainstorming is particularly useful here. Now the fourth stage is prototype. In other words, start to create solutions. This is an experimental phase. The aim is to identify the best possible solution for each problem found. Your team should produce some inexpensive scaled down versions of the product or specific features found within the product to investigate the ideas you have generated. This could involve simply proper prototyping. Now the fifth stage is test. In other words, try your solutions out. Evaluators rigorously test the prototypes. Although this is the final phase, design thinking is iterative. Teams often use the results to redefine one or more further problems. So you can return to previous stages to make further iterations, alterations and refinements to find or rule out alternative solutions. Overall, you should understand about these stages are different modes which contribute to the entire design project rather than sequential steps. Your goal throughout is to gain the deepest understanding of the users and what their ideal solution or product would be. Some of the world's leading brands such as Apple, Google, Samsung, and General Electric have rapidly adopted the design thinking approach, and design thinking is being taught at leading universities around the world, including Stanford D School, Harvard, and MIT. What is design thinking and why is it so popular and effective? The overall goal of this design thinking course is to help you design better products, services, processes, strategies, spaces, architecture, and experiences. Design thinking helps you and your team to develop practical and innovative solutions for your problems. It is a human-focused, prototype-driven, innovative design process. Through this course, you will develop a solid understanding of the fundamental phases and methods in design thinking, and you will learn how to implement your newfound knowledge in your professional work life. We will give you lots of examples. We will go into case studies, videos, and other useful material, all of which will help you dive further into design thinking. Hope you understood these topics. Thanks for watching.